All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome here to Rochester Youth League Field. Getting started just a little bit late here. Had a 1 hour rain delay. Nice little shower came through, but the grounds crew did an awesome job, got everything ready to go, and we're getting set to go with the 12U championship game between the Fairfield Blue team and Plymouth. Plymouth comes in with a 3-1 record for the 12U SemiState tournament. They lost yesterday to this Fairfield Blue team by a score of 10-5 to drop them down into the losers bracket. They defeated North Judson to earn their spot back here in the championship. For the Fairfield Blue team, they've gone 3-0 on the championship to earn their way in. Fairfield just has to win this first game, and they are the semi-state champions for the North. Plymouth has to win 2 in order to get their semi-state championship. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to RTC4's continuing coverage of the 12U semi-state here from Rochester. This is game number 18 of our coverage for the 12Us. Steve Stricker alongside Dakota Hayden, and I think this is the first. Have we done one this 12U?
For 12U, no. This would be I think the first one we've done together.
The first one we've done together, and I know you helped me out on a couple in the 10Us last week. So, yeah, I had Matt Freeman in here, brought him in. Scott did, and he did a really good job. Called 5 or 6 or 7. I don't know. It all kind of runs together after a while, but he did a great job calling games for us here, and Libby was here yesterday with me for a couple, and so we've just kind of been back and forth. I know you and Jeremy did a couple Saturday, and I think, did you do any yesterday?
I didn't do any yesterday, but yes, we did the first 3 Saturdays.
And I think you guys did, what, Thursday too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've been kind of tag teaming this thing, getting through it. 18 games here since last Wednesday, and we're down to the final 1, possibly 2 games. There is a chance, if we get through this game and Plymouth does pick up the win, that we may be coming back tomorrow. They'll make the decision at the end and see what time it is when we get done, and whether we play that second game tonight or whether we come back and do it tomorrow, because they're going to be moving on to the state round down in Monticello. I believe that starts on Thursday, so you don't want them to be too tight up here.
No.
Both of these teams will be advancing, as will North Judson and the other Fairfield team, the Fairfield Gold team. So I did a little research. Unofficially, that's the first time that one Little League program has 2 teams going to state together. So that's an amazing accomplishment there for the Fairfield program. Their gold team and their blue team going to be advancing. So for the game this evening, Plymouth is going to be the visitors, so they'll bat first, and Fairfield is going to be out in the field first. We should be getting set to go here any minute. So the lineup for the visitors from Plymouth is going to start off with number 27, Jack Cheney, playing shortstop, followed by Ryan Gadzolia, number 23. He's going to pitch tonight. Number 25, Caleb Bolin, will be at third base. Bolin. Number 44, Preston Jessen, is going to clean up and play second. Number 32, Preston Wolf, will bat fifth. He's at left field this evening. Number 30, Malachi C. is going to be in right, batting sixth. Number 3, Trey Delp, is going to be in left field, batting 7th. Number 22, Trey Jordan, is going to bat 8th and be at first base. Number 00, Mason Bales, batting 9th, is going to be the extra hitter tonight. And Blake Mackey will be rounding out the lineup, batting 10th, and he'll be behind the plate catching for Plymouth. For Fairfield Blue, it's going to be Mitchell Miller playing center field, wearing number 20. He'll be batting first. Number 21, Cohen Yoder, will be batting second and playing second. 22, Owen Garrison will be batting third and playing catcher. Number 30, Tian Brown batting fourth, cleaning up and playing right field. Number 34 batting fifth is Mike Slayball. He'll be playing short. Number 10, Marco Garcia batting sixth, playing left field. Number 12, Noah Mast batting seventh and playing first. Number 3, Miles 9 batting eighth, playing third base. And number 33, Landon Miller rounding out the lineup. He's batting ninth, and he'll be pitching here to start the game for Fairfield. Fairfield has 3 subs: Luke Mast, number 7, Tyson Chupp, number 4, and Caden Wogeman, number 9. As we said, the blue team is 3-0 here in the semi-state round, and they can win this by winning this game here in the first game. Plymouth is 3-1 coming out of the losers bracket. They've got to win this game to force a final and deciding game 19 for the tournament. So it should be a good game here. This is a rematch of one that they played yesterday afternoon, and Fairfield started off a little slow, but they were able to get their bats going and ended up with a great 10-5 win here versus Plymouth. So we'll see what the two teams can do again. They're going to play one more, possibly 2 more here tonight.
Number 34, Michael Slayball is your shortstop. Batting 6, number 10, Marco Garcia, your left fielder. And your first baseman, batting 7th, number 12, Noah Mast. Miles 9, your third baseman, batting 8th, number 3. And rounding out the lineup, Landon Miller, the pitcher, number 33, batting 9th. Let's give our ground crew a hand for going out and fighting this weather. It was much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please stand, remove your hats as we play the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. Our concession stands has hamburgers and hot dogs ready if you're hungry. And as always, Josh will be coming around selling 50-50 tickets.
All right, so we're getting our final warm-up pitches here. It's going to be Jack Cheney taking the batter's box first here for Plymouth. Landon Miller on the mound getting his final warm-ups in here for Fairfield. And we're getting set to get underway here from Rochester. It's the 12U SemiState Championship game here in the Town and Country League between Fairfield Blue and Plymouth. And that is the cleanest home plate I've ever seen. Got the little edger out and took care of the edges. That's a beautiful job right there. So we're getting set to go. First pitch at 7:07 p.m. and we're underway with ball one. And he catches the corner for a 1-1 count. Left-handed hitting Cheney in the box. Misses on that one low. Cheney was 0-2 with a walk in yesterday's game against Fairfield. Catches the corner for strike two. That's going to make the count full at 3-2 here. And the payoff pitch, and that's inside. And Cheney's going to take the walk to start the game. So the leadoff man is on for Plymouth. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Ryan Gadziola. Gadziola. Strike one right down the middle. Just getting started here from Rochester. Plymouth up to bat. Visitors here on the scoreboard. One on, nobody out. There's a shot. That one's going to go up to Argus, way off the left field line. Way early on that changeup for Gadziola. So 0-2 count here. Miller ahead in the count. Oh, they throw it down to first, but the ball goes into right field. And Cheney's going to stay there. Gadziola with a 1-2 count here. Miller misses on that one outside. Evens the count up here at 2-2. Gadziola sends one deep out over the fence to start it off. That is a home run. Two-run dinger for Gadziola. And Plymouth strikes early on the home run by Gadziola. So that one was a no-doubter going over the fence there in left field. You could hear that one hit off of his bat. And the early 2-0 lead here for Plymouth. And that brings up the third baseman, Caleb Bowling. Shot, and that's going to get over the shortstop's head. Diving play by the left fielder, and he gets it back in, but not before Bowling reaches second on a double. So Plymouth here early in this one is really pounding Miller. That's going to bring up Preston Jessen, the second baseman. Jessen takes strike one. Jessen was 0 for 3 yesterday. He did have a sac fly to score a run and 1 strikeout. And there's a shot. That's going to be a pop-up to short, and they're going to make the play. And good play by Slaybaugh out at short. Gets the first out for Fairfield. It's going to bring up Preston Wolf, the left fielder here for the Plymouth. Hits that one off the third base line for foul. Strike 1.
Batter number 30, your center fielder, Wolf.
Catches the outside corner for strike 2. So Miller ahead on the count here, 0-2. Tries to get him to go fishing on that one, but no luck for ball 1. Goes back on the inside there for ball 2, evens it up. 2-2 now here for Preston Wolf. Right down the middle for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Malachi C., with 1 on and 2 out here in the top half of the first. A little low on the outside corner for ball 1. Miller misses on that one. Count goes to 3-0 for C. Miller catches that one right down the middle, strike 1. So 3-1 count. We're here with 2 outs and 1 on. There's a shot down to third. Play's going to be made not in time, and the ball gets away from the first baseman. Bowling's going to round third and hold. Good defensive backup there off of the overthrow. C is going to get over to third on the error. So with 2 out, 2 on, that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 3, Trey Delp. Delp takes strike 1. We've seen Delp do some damage here with his bat over the couple games we've got to see him here in this 12U tournament. He's a littler player, but strong bat, and makes contact on that. It's going to be a foul, though, for strike 2. So this is the third batter here already. Miller's been ahead 0-2. And, of course, the first one was Gadziola, and we know what he did with it. And then also C was able to come back and get on base after being down 0-2. So takes ball 1 down low. So we'll see if Miller can find that third out here against Delp. Plymouth threatening with 2 on. There's a shot. It's going to be out to right center. And that's going to be a catch by the center fielder for Fairfield. Good job there by Mitchell Miller to get the third out of the game, but not before the damage is done. A 2-run dinger by Gadziola puts Plymouth up 2-0. We're going to come back here with the Fairfield Blue in the bottom half of the first. It's going to be Miller, Yoder, and Garrison. Be back in a moment. You're watching RTC4.com's coverage of the Town & Country 12U Semi-States. All right, welcome back here. Bottom of the first is going to be the center fielder Mitchell Miller up first here for Fairfield. Going up against Gadziola. Shows bunt, takes strike one. Nice little bunt laid down right in front of the base, and Miller's going to get on. Plymouth kind of caught flat-footed on that one, even though he showed bunt on the first pitch. Maybe they didn't believe it or something, I don't know. But so the leadoff runner, Miller, is on with the bunt single. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Cohen Yoder. Takes ball one outside. Catches the corner on that one for a strike. Evens the count now at 1-1. Fouls it back to the fence. Count goes to 1-2 to Yoder. Yoder walked, was hit by a pitch, and had a double. Scored 2 runs yesterday in the big win for Fairfield. And he protects there, stays alive with the foul. Count stays at 1-2 here to Yoder. Yoder choked way up on the bat here, trying to make contact, stay alive. Dribbles it back over the pitcher's head. Second baseman can't handle it, and both runners are going to be safe for Fairfield. So an unfortunate bounce for the second baseman from Plymouth. Preston Jessen can't handle it cleanly, and Miller makes it to second. Yoder gets on first, and that's going to bring up the big hitting catcher, 22, Owen Garrison, here for Fairfield. We saw Garrison, there's strike one. Runners are going to advance on the passed ball. We saw Garrison hit one the other night. See who they were playing. I don't remember who they were playing, but he hit one over the scoreboard. There's a shot. Nice play by the second baseman, but it's going to be not in time. Miller's going to come across. Garrison is going to advance over to second. Plymouth kind of a little confused right there. So Miller scores for the first run. Yoder gets to third, and Garrison gets to second on the smart base running, bringing up the right fielder, number 30, Tian Brown. Strike one on Brown. Still no outs here in the bottom half of the first. Misses on that one low. Ball gets away from the catcher. Yoder's going to come across, and Garrison's going to move over. With that, the score is now tied here at 2-2. So Fairfield gets the 2 runs back that they gave up in the bottom or the top of the first. And with Garrison on third, no outs, Tian Brown with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The walk, Garrison with a nice play. Mackey lost the ball. The runner's going to advance all the way over to second on the walk. So Garrison gives Fairfield the lead. Brown reaches on a walk and steals second. And we're going to have a conference here on the mound here for Plymouth with Mike Slaybaugh, the shortstop, coming up to bat. Slaybaugh was 2 for 3 in the game yesterday. Popped out to, or grounded out to short. Had a double and scored, and had a single and scored. So dangerous hitter here for Fairfield. And Plymouth, after scoring 2 runs in the top half of the first, have given up 3 now here in the bottom. Trail 3-2 to Fairfield. Runner's going to try and go for third. Ooh. Say he got in under the tag. That was a close play at third. Brown safe at third. 1 ball, no strike here to Slaybaugh. Strike 1. It's strike 2 on Slaybaugh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. 1 on third base here for Fairfield. Slaybaugh goes after one outside and misses for this first strikeout and the first out here for Plymouth, bringing up the left fielder, Marco Garcia. That one gets away, and a good job there by Mackey to get back on that ball quickly. Garcia was 1 for 3 yesterday with a single that scored a run. Ooh, good job there by Garcia to get out of the way. That one was coming right at him. That ball gets away. Runner stays. Well, congratulations to the Rochester Zebras 10U boys team. They just won the semi-state, defeating Northwood 13-3, 13-2. Over in Akron, we were covering that game. Scott had that. Garcia doesn't stop. He's going to go right on around to second. They knew he wasn't going to make that throw with the runner on third. So that's going to bring up Noah Mast, the first baseman here for Fairfield. Mast went 0 for 2 yesterday in the game. Use play where next week? Oak Hill. Rochester 10U team will be moving to Oak Hill for the state round. There's a bunt by Mast. Nice defensive play. They get the out at third. Bowling comes up and makes a beautiful play for Plymouth. And Tian Brown got caught halfway between third and home, and he gets the out. So Plymouth picks up the second out and keeps the run from scoring. So a beautiful play there by the third baseman, Caleb Bowling. There's a shot that's going to be into right field and caught. So that does it. 9 pops out to 9. 9 pops out to 9. So after 1 inning of play, Fairfield leads 3-2 over Plymouth. So when we come back here in the top of the second, it's going to be Trey Jordan, Mason Bales, and Blake Mackey for Plymouth, trying to come back from behind, trailing by 1.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, here we go. Trey Jordan, first baseman, up to bat. Swing and a miss, fouls it off. There's a shot right back to Miller. Fields it clean and over to first for the first out. That's the one thing I've noticed with Miller. He made some really good plays as he was pitching. Does a good job of fielding his position. Gets the 1-3 put out. That's going to bring up the extra hitter, number 00, Mason Bales. Bales shoots one down, foul off the third base line. Bales went 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in yesterday's game. 2 strikeouts. This is just outside on that one. Evens the count at 1-1. There's a shot, just a bit outside. It's going to be a foul ball off of the out of play. And that's going to bring up strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Bales. Have 1 out. And Bales is going to shoot one. Nice hop right to second. And it's going to be a put out for 4-3. And second baseman on that for Fairfield, Cohen Yoder, played that hop beautifully. Gets the easy put out at first. It's going to bring up the catcher, number 1, Blake Mackey, here for Plymouth. Foul ball off of the home dugout fence for Mackey, strike 1. Mackey walked, struck out, and reached on an error in yesterday's game here. Takes strike 2. So 0-2 here to Mackey with 2 down. Gets him on the outside corner for the strikeout. And Plymouth goes down 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. Score remains Fairfield 3, Plymouth 2 after 1.5. For Fairfield coming up here in the bottom of the second, it's going to be Landon Miller back up to the top of Mitchell Miller and Cohen Yoder. So Miller, and Yoder coming up here for Fairfield. All right, here we go. Back in action in the bottom of the second. Fairfield trying to add to a 3-2 lead. It's going to be the number 9 spot. The pitcher, Landon Miller, up first here for Fairfield. Miller shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1. One for 2 yesterday, had a walk and scored. One ball, one strike here to Miller as we get going here in the top of the second. Catches the inside corner. So Gadziola finding his groove here so far in the top of the second. 1 ball, 2 strike to Miller. There's a shot down to third. Good play by the third baseman, but the throw is off. Miller's going to round, takes second on the error. So second straight inning, the Fairfield team has the leadoff man on, and that's going to bring us back up to the top of the order. Center fielder Mitchell Miller. He had a single and scored in the first inning here for Fairfield. Takes a big swing and misses on strike 1. All right, we want to welcome in all the viewers here on RTC TV 4. That the game just finished up over in Akron with Rochester winning, going on to state. We're in the bottom of the second here in Rochester with the semi-state championship of the 12Us. And it is Fairfield's blue team taking on Plymouth. And right now, Fairfield up to bat. It's the center fielder, Mitchell Miller. There's one on. Landon Miller at second. He took the walk and stole second. And Fairfield's leading 3-2 here in the bottom half of the second against Plymouth. So Fairfield has the leg up here in this one. If they win the game, they are the semi-state champs. Plymouth has to win this one and then fight off elimination, and then play a second one to win the state semi-state. So we welcome everybody in here on RTC TV 4. Steve Stricker here with Dakota Hayden. There's a shot by Miller into shallow center, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. So that'll bring up the second baseman, Cohen Yoder. Yoder made it around to home in the first inning, scoring the second run for Fairfield. Yoder takes ball 1 just a little outside. Ball gets away, play at third, and Miller is in safely. 2 balls, no strikes here to Cohen Yoder with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Runner on third is Landon Miller. Ball 3. Count goes full here to Yoder. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a shot, stays alive, goes foul off the first base line, so Yoder's going to get another shot at it. Stays alive once again. There's a shot. It's going to hit the ground. Play to short, out at first, but the run will come across. So the sacrifice for Yoder. And one run comes across, putting Fairfield ahead 4-2. Bringing up the catcher, number 22, Owen Garrison. Garrison swings on a high inside fastball, goes foul off third base line. One ball, one strike here to Garrison with 2 outs. And a shot up the middle, and that's going to get past the shortstop, Wolf, putting Garrison on first. So the single by Garrison brings up the right fielder, number 30, Tian Brown. Brown walked in the first, got around to third, and got picked off. There's a shot, and a nice job by Garrison to avoid the ball. And that's going to go out in the right field. Garrison's going to take third on that. Good base running there by Garrison. And they're going to play second, and a little too aggressive on the base running by Brown, and he gets picked off. They were trying to distract and let Garrison get around to home, but just a little too aggressive there by Brown. Gets the third out of the inning. So after 2, Fairfield leads 4-2 over Plymouth. Coming back here in the top half of the third for the Pilgrims. It's going to be back up to the top of the lineup with Cheney, Gadziola, and Bowling. Plymouth in a 2-run deficit trying to come back. So we'll take a break. Come back with more here on RTC4.com. Channel 4 in Rochester, Channel 341, Channel 340, I think. We're all over the place live here tonight.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here. It's going to be the top of the lineup, Jack Cheney coming up. We have a sub for Fairfield. It's going to be number 9, Caden Wogeman, coming in for number 30, Tian Brown. So he's out and right. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cheney. Two balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter Cheney walked his first time up and then was drove home by the big home run by Gadziola. Strike one on Gadziola. There's a shot down. Good play by Short from his back. Almost makes the play. But both runners are safe. That was a heck of a play there by Mike Slaybaugh, going deep in the hole at Short, almost making the throw to second to get the out from his back. Runners tagged, and the throw is off. Did he miss the tag? No tag, no tag. So they're saying he missed the tag, and that's going to load the bases up here for the second baseman, Jessen. Jessen popped out in the first. So the Pilgrims threatening here with no outs. Top of the third, bases loaded. And the cleanup hitter, number 44, Preston Jessen, at the plate. Miller misses on that one outside. That one goes foul off the third base line. One ball and 2 strikes. There's a shot to Short. Bad hop. Gets the out at second. 1 run across. So runners at the corner. Cheney comes home to score. It's going to put Gadziola at third, and Jessen will reach on the fielder's choice. This brings up the left fielder, Preston Wolf, struck out looking in the first. Takes strike 2 down and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and third here for Plymouth. Miller misses on the outside corner, brings the count to 2-2. 1 run across here for the Pilgrims in the top of the third. Fairfield retains the lead 4-3. Catches him looking again for strike 3, so second time in a row, Wolf goes down looking. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up the right fielder, number 30, Malachi C. There's a shot to second. Good play there, and the final out of the inning. 1 run across for Plymouth. Fairfield keeps the lead. 4-3 going into the bottom of the third, sorry. It's going to bring up Slaybaugh, Garcia, and Mast for Fairfield. We'll take a break, come back with more action here from Rochester. RTC TV4, RTC4.com, Channel 341 and Channel 304. All right, bottom of the third here. Fairfield leading 4-3. You're watching the Town and Country 12U Semi-State Championship game. Shortstop number 34, Slaybaugh, up first here for Fairfield. Shows bunt, pulls back on a high ball for ball one. And he's going to foul that one off. So the count goes to 1-1 here for Slaybaugh as we get going here in the bottom of the third. Bunts that one foul. Looked like it went off his hand. That's why they teach you to hold your fingers back so you don't get your hand around the bat and catch that ball. Misses on that one, 2-2. There's a dribbler to third, and it's going to be caught over there at third by Bowling for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Marco Garcia. Misses on that one outside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Garcia walked in the first before making it around to second. Two balls, 1 strike to Garcia. Misses on that one outside for ball 3. Three and 1 here to Garcia. Big swing and a miss for strike 2, brings the count full, 3-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Payoff pitch by Gadziola, and a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. Brings up the first baseman, Noah Mast. Mast reached on an error in the first. Takes ball 1. Strike 1 over the outside corner for Mast. Misses high on that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on here for Fairfield in the bottom of the third. Gadziola misses on that one out inside for ball 3. Catches the outside corner, full count. Second batter in a row here for Gadziola with a full count. See if he can get another out for Plymouth. Gets him looking for strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Fairfield. And we're going to move to the top half of the 4th inning. Plymouth trailing 4-3. It's going to be Trey Delp, Trey Jordan, and Mason Bales Be back here in a moment. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of the 12U Semi-States from Rochester.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to Rochester Youth League Field. And the new pitcher for Fairfield is Owen Garrison. And he's going to take on Trey Delp for the first batter here of the top of the 4th. Garrison, the hard-throwing right-hander here for Fairfield. We've seen him pitch a lot here over the 3 games that they've played before this. And he is a very, very talented player. Does a little bit of everything, pitches, catches, plays short, hits home runs over the scoreboard. Does take him just a minute to get warmed up, but just like that, he's got a 1-2 count here on Delp. So maybe getting going early here. And he gets Delp swinging for strike 3, so Garrison comes in and gets the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the first baseman, number 22, Trey Jordan. Thing I like about Garrison, he works quick. If you're not ready in the batter's box, he's going to have the ball coming your way. Swing and a miss on a high inside fastball. That thing was going right at Jordan, and he took a swing at it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right down the gut. And, the catcher probably has to put a little extra padding in that glove. That thing pops when it hits the mitt. There he took a little off for strike 3. Gets Jordan looking. 2 strikeouts in a row here to start the inning. That's going to bring up the extra hitter, number 00, Mason Bales. Strike 1. So Garrison not wasting any time. He's getting going early right now. Finds 2 strikeouts. Oh, that's just not right. I mean, you throw that hard and to throw a changeup like that, and Bales was just way ahead of that. There's a shot to right, and the right fielder going back makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down here for Plymouth. And we're going to move into the bottom half of the 4th. Fairfield retains the 4-3 lead. For Fairfield coming up, it's going to be 9 Miller and Miller. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of the 12U Semi-State Championship game. We'll be back in a moment. All right, welcome back here to Rochester. And it's going to be Miles 9 up to bat first for Fairfield. Takes strike one. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Fairfield leads 4-3 over Plymouth. Fairfield wins this one. They'll be the semi-state champs for the 12U. Nice snag there off of third base by the coach Garrison for Fairfield. So just like that, 9 with an 0-2 count sends another one foul off of the visitors' dugout fence. And the strikeout, Mast goes down, or 9 goes down. And that'll bring up the pitcher. Well, not the pitcher anymore. Landon Miller. Takes ball one outside. Takes strike one, 1-1 the count. Catches the corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller singled and scored for Fairfield in the second, bringing in the 4th run of the game for the Fairfield team. Shoots it out to right, and the right fielder can't catch it, and that's going to bring Miller around. He's going to be at second with a double. So the right fielder for Plymouth, C, can't get that one, get underneath it. And Miller is on with a double, bringing up the leadoff hitter, number 20, Mitchell Miller. That one's going to go off the back fence. Jessen gets it quickly. Miller stays at second. This is ball 2 outside. Ball 3, 3-0. And he misses on 4, so Miller is on. So Miller on first with the walk, Miller on second with the double. And that's going to bring up Cohen Yoder. We're going to have a talk at the mound. See if we have a pitch and change here with the Fairfield team threatening up 4-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, they're going to leave him in for now. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second for Fairfield. Second baseman Cohen Yoder. And that's going to be out of play. Foul ball, strike 1. Misses on that one low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yoder. Yoder had a sac fly to bring in Miller in the second. That ball misses on the outside corner, 2-1. Ball 3 outside, so 3-1 count here for Yoder with runners on first and second. Pitcher Owen Garrison up on deck for Fairfield. There's a shot, blooper, and that's going to roll foul off the first base line. Makes the count 3-2 here for Yoder. So the payoff pitch from Gadziola. There's a shot right back to the pitcher. He's going to make the play over to first for the out. Runners advance. So Miller moves to second. Miller moves to third. Bringing up the pitcher, number 22, Owen Garrison. Garrison 2 for 2 with singles in the first and second inning here for Fairfield. They're going to walk him with their first base open. They're going to walk Garrison intentionally. Loading the bases up for Caden Wogeman, who came in for Tian Brown. All right, so Garrison takes the intentional walk, bringing up the right fielder, number 9, Caden Wogeman, with the bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings at a high inside fastball. No balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Hits on that one low for strike 2, so 0-2 here to Wogeman. So the Plymouth coach's decision here to walk Garrison may be paying off for him. And it gets him looking, so it does. The intentional walk puts Garrison on first, and Wogeman strikes out looking to retire the side. So no runs come across for Fairfield in the bottom of the fourth. We're going to be coming back here top of the fifth. Plymouth still trails 4-3. It's going to be Mackey and then Cheney and Gadziola for Plymouth as we come back. We'll be back with more here on RTC TV4 in just a moment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here, top of the fifth. And for Plymouth, it's going to be the catcher, Blake Mackey. Mackey struck out looking his only plate appearance in the second. Garrison's on the mound for the second inning here for Fairfield. 2 balls, no strikes here early for Mackey. Finds the strike zone, strike one, 2-1 now the count. Strike two evens it up at 2-2. What do you think, change up on this one? There it is. Misses on that one high though, 3-2. Strike three gets him swinging. Mackey goes down on strikes. It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, 27, Jack Cheney. Cheney's first attempt here with Garrison, and Garrison gets strike one. Misses high on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Catches the outside corner for strike two. So Garrison being very efficient here through 1 1/3 innings of work. Takes something off of that one. Cheney pops it up to short for out number 2. So that'll bring up the pitcher, Ryan Gadziola. Big 2-run home run in the top of the first for Plymouth. Garrison misses on that one, a little outside, ball 1. Did he offer? Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a chopper, foul for strike 2. Actually early on that pitch from Garrison, and that wasn't a changeup, so good piece of hitting right here. See what Gadziola can do. Misses on that one low. Brings the count to 2-2 with 2 outs, nobody on here for Plymouth. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Garrison gets him down 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. Fairfield is going to move to the bottom half of the 5th. It's going to be Slayball, Garcia, and Mast. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of the 12U semi-states from Rochester. Be back in a moment. All right, welcome back here to Rochester Youth League Field, where we're going into the bottom half of the 5th. And it's going to be the shortstop, number 34, Mike Slayball, up to bat first here for Fairfield. We got a new pitcher on the mound for Plymouth. It's the former shortstop, number 27, Jack Cheney, on the mound. Fairfield holding on to a 4-3 advantage. There's a shot into right center for Slayball. He's going to turn around. He's going to go for two. And he's in on a stand-up double. So good start here for the 5th inning for Fairfield. Big shot for Slayball into right center. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Marco Garcia. Garcia walked and struck out in his 2 plate appearances. Takes ball 1 low. Slayball at second here for Fairfield as we get started in the bottom of the 5th. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garcia. Oh, Garcia gets on with the hit. Hit by pitch. So no outs here. Bringing up the first baseman, number 12, Noah Mast. Reached on an error in the first, struck out in the 3rd. Comes up in the bottom of the 5th with 2 on, nobody out. Runners are going to advance. Jessen can't find it. Slayball over to 3rd, and Garcia moves over to 2nd. 1 ball, no strikes, still no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. He's going to bunt down the first base line. Cheney holds the runners, so no outs, but he saves the run. Bringing up the 3rd baseman, number 3, Miles 9. He popped out to right in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. Comes up to the plate with no outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th, bases loaded. Jessen doing a nice job tracking that down, keeps the run at 3rd. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Miles 9. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to pop foul. Runners go back. Slayball at 3rd, Garcia at 2nd, Mast on 1st, 9 at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, he goes chasing after one, and that's going to be a strikeout for Cheney. 9 went after one, low and away for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Landon Miller, who started off the game pitching for Fairfield. And he holds off on a low inside pitch. Ball 1. Fairfield threatening here in the bottom of the 5th with runners. And there's a shot to right field. Right fielder underneath it. Runners are going to tag. 1 run scores. And runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd. Slayball comes in. Garcia to 3rd. Mast over to 2nd on the pop fly. Sac fly by Miller. Bringing up the leadoff batter, Mitchell Miller, with 2 down now and 2 on here for Fairfield. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Miller wanted that one. Fairfield increases their lead to 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a shot to short. Throw over to 1st. Not in time, and the run scores. And they think they had him out at first. Call was safe. The run scores, making it 6-3. So Miller safe at first. Garcia scores on that play, making it 6-3, bringing up Cohen Yoder. Yoder sends one over the pitcher's head out into center. Runner's going to hold at third, so bases back loaded now here for Fairfield. Bringing up the catcher, Garrison, or the pitcher. And they don't have any place to put him this time, so they're going to have to pitch to him. And way ahead on that one, sends it foul off the left field line. So they get Garrison one strike. Takes ball one low in the dirt. There's a shot. That one goes off the right field line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Garrison with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs across already for Fairfield, now leading 6-3. And there's a shot up, and it gets past the second baseman. 1 run's in. Second run's going to round and score. Garrison moves to second on a single and steals second. So 2 runs in now, 4 total for the inning. Garrison on second, Yoder on third, and that's going to bring up number 30, Tian Brown, who re-entered the game for Wilgeman. So Brown up to bat here with 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. There's a shot, little dribbler. Nice play by the first baseman over there for Plymouth. That's number 22, Trey Jordan, with a nice catch for the 3rd out. And that's going to do it for the inning, but 4 runs come across for Fairfield, and we go into the top of the 6th. Plymouth with 1 more shot. They got to get 5 runs to keep this one alive. It's going to be Bowling, Jessen, and Wolf coming up here for Plymouth in the top of the 6th. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of the Town & Country 12U Championships here from Rochester.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th, Bowling up to bat, and Garrison working quickly here, gets strike 2. Garrison 3 up, 3 down for both innings he's pitched. Misses on that one, a little high, 1 and 2. Plymouth down to their last chance here in the top of the 6th, trailing 8-3 to Fairfield. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bowling goes down swinging. That's going to bring up the second baseman, 44, Preston Jessen. Right. No, they called it high. Ball 1. Looked like a strike from here. Misses low on that one, ball 2. Catches the corner on that one, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now with 1 out, nobody on here for Plymouth. Misses on that one inside. So Plymouth threatening to get their first base runner here against Garrison. Gets that one, nope, too low. So he walks Jessen. So Plymouth gets on for the first time in the 2 1/3 innings that Garrison has been working. Wolf misses on a big swing. Garrison misses on the changeup high. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike. Swing and a miss for Wolf. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Wolf stays alive, fouls that one off. Misses on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets him on the changeup, strike 3, and they almost get the pickoff play at first. One ball, 1 strike now to Malachi C. Grounded out to second his last time at bat. Misses on that one low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Plymouth down to their last out here of the game, trailing 8-3. C takes ball 3, so 3-1 count here. Dangerous hitter Trey Delp on deck here for Plymouth. Strike 2 brings the count full for Garrison. Trying to put this one away with a 3-2 count here to C. Foul ball, C stays alive. Change up, gets him swinging. That's going to be your ball game. And the Fairfield Blue team is going to be your 12U semi-state champions. Congratulations to Fairfield. They will win the game 8-3, take the championship. And Plymouth will be your runners-up. Both teams will be advancing, though, to the state tournament, which is going to be taking place at Monticello, I believe, starting Thursday. So Plymouth, Fairfield Blue, Fairfield Gold, and North Judson all advance out of the North Region semi-state. We're going to leave it here for you so those folks at home that are watching from the Fairfield area can watch. Actually, I think both teams will be receiving awards, so we'll just leave it here. We'll mute the sound and let you, actually we'll leave it on the field, and I'll be quiet.
Yeah, we will. So they can take pictures in front of it.
You're doing Plymouth first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How tall is he?
They get probably one of them. I'm guessing maybe a little bigger. I know. I turned around and he's like, halfway the picture's out. That's the second time he did it once. Which Matt had time. Matt was on play.
Start with runner-up.
Yep. Congratulations to both teams on reaching the final game at 18 tonight. And we will introduce the teams now. First for your runner-up, Plymouth, Jack Cheney.
Ryan Gazziola, sorry. Caleb Bowling. Preston Jessen. Malachi C. Trey Delp. Trey Jordan. Mason Bales. Blake Mackey. Beck McGee. And Preston Wolf. Congratulations, gentlemen, on your runner-up. And now for your North Semi-State champions, Fairfield Blue, Mitchell Miller, Cohen Yoder, Owen Garrison, T.N. Brown, Michael Slayball, Marco Garcia, Noah Mast, Miles 9, Landon Miller, Luke Mast, Tyson Chupp, and Caden Wogeman. Your 2018 Semi-State North champions.